At what stage in your life did you realize that emoting any emotion is going to be my career path?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think I began dancing very early in life. I was 3 years old when I started training for Kathak, and I have given so many performances on stage. I remember me and my sister had performed at Mood Indigo in IIT in Mumbai, and it's not a place where you perform classical dancing. It's Mood Indigo. It's about life, and it's about having fun for those kids. And we went there and we did a Kathak performance, and by the time we were 15 minutes into the show, first they were like throwing, just booing and throwing stuff at on the stage like little rockets. And so I got a little scared, and my sister said, no, we got to stand our ground, and you got to go. And we performed, and so by within 15 minutes the whole hall was full, enthralled on what's happening.
Which year was
It's
this?
all because this was, I don't know, I was like 10 or 12 years old. I was
Wow.
very young at that time.
Okay.
And they were all enthralled. They were all sitting right up to like the edge of the stage, because it's very important that you emote and you convey what what you are feeling and what you're doing, and whether it's Radha or Krishna. So it was very important in Kathak to convey your feelings. To Abhinay is a big part of it. And so for me, it's always been a part of me, being expressive, being because you learn all the navrasas, when you're learning to dance. And that kind of translates to whatever I do, whether it's on screen or whether it's real life. It's like, Mom, you're very animated when you talk and you use a lot of your hands and stuff like that. So. So it is just the way I am, and it helps that I am in a field which requires that. Now, whether it was by choice, by chance, or destiny, I just happened to
What
be
was
in
the
films.
response in IIT for your thing? They
Oh
have
my
to.
God, they were like enthralled. We performed for an hour and a half.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
So I performed Bharatanatyam in IIT Kanpur in 1983,
Wow.
and it's the same thing that I felt
Yes. Did
initially.
you like
Yeah,
initially? I was like,
they were all chatting among each other.
yeah, and this was like they were literally throwing rockets onto the stage, like paper rockets, and they were like,
And it was
and
at
saying,
11 at night, so काफी
oh,
happy
okay.
state
Okay.
people were in,
We
and
performed a little earlier, so thank God.
yeah. So, but I can well understand, and so you need that support, right? You need a parental support. You need everybody to say yes, okay, fine, getting into films,
Yes.
because you had a very traditional kind of a family background, and getting into films at that time must have been a big career move. Like
It was a big career
yeah.
move. And my mom comes from a very orthodox family, so does my dad. But still, my dad's family was okay, but my mom's family was someone we had to like go to and ask for permission. And my great grandma was alive at that time. And we went and spoke to her because she was the oldest,
So you had
of
to
the
get
family. So we had to get
tell
permission
that to
from.
this generation these
I
days,
know.
right?
Yeah, so we had to go and talk to her. And she was very progressive. She was very progressive, very forward thinking. And she said, I've seen her dance and she's so talented. She should do something like this.
Okay.
She should do something that brings her art to the people. And I'm confident if she works hard, she will do well. And we got permission, and then I decided, okay, this is what I will do.
Your dance moves, of course, like they are legendary. Everybody knows about it. And tell me about your relationship with Saroj Khan, and how you both did that collab. Today, the word collab is on,
Yes.
but between that partnership between you and Saroj Khan and the fabulous dance sequences that you did, explain to me that.
Yes, I had worked with Saroj Khan even before Tezab. We did, I think, Uttar Dakshin and few films like that, in which there was a lot of Indian dancing. So when N. Chandra said, I want to do this stage performance, in which is like hardcore Bollywood dancing, she said that, you know what, I know you're a good classical dancer, but I don't know if you can do a Bollywood song. So I want you to practice. And I'm like, yes, I'm there. I'm practicing. Because even when I was dancing in films, till that point, I knew that I'm a good dancer, but I cannot do it the way it's supposed to, because I was so used to dancing on stage. And there are no restrictions on stage, right? And here it's a camera, and you have to talk to the camera while you're dancing. I found that little hard. Like, you're dancing here, but you have to give your right profile, and then you're doing some movement which is on the left. And sorry.
Huh.
It used to confuse me a lot. And I said, yes, I want to rehearse for this so that I get my, my movements right. So when I'm on the stage, all I can concentrate is on the camera angles and how it's being shot and understand that whole dynamic.
So this is
And-
for the Tehzab song.
Yes, for the
Mohini.
Tezab song, Ek Do Teen song.
Huh.
And that's when it clicked with me that what Bollywood dancing
That
is all
backward
about.
movement.
Yeah.
How
Of
hard
course,
was it?
We practiced with Sarojji, of course,
Huh.
and we did again and again and again. So people say, you're so effortless. And I remember Roger Federer saying that. He says, people are like, you're so effortless. But he says, you don't see how much
Effort goes into it.
effort goes into looking effortless.
Yeah.
How much we worked hard to learn the movement, to do it again and again. I had even heard of Michael Jackson, like every Sundays, he used to just, him and a bottle of water, that's it. He used to stand in front of the mirror and he used to take one movement and do it again and again and again all day long.
But you
Because
think-
for the perfection, you want it to be like, look effortless and just be like amazing.
Namaste, Jai Hind. You're watching ANI podcast with Smita Prakash.
अगर हम उसको मस्जिद कहेंगे तो फिर विवाद होगा।
The issue is टूटा है क्या भारत?
400 पार का मतलब ये है कि संविधान खतरे में है।
क्या हम लोग ये निर्देश देते हैं कि फला को गिरफ्तार करके जेल डाल दें?
वही तो कह रहे हैं सब.
ये बेबुनियाद निराधार आरोप।
सच्चा सुनना चाहो देखो स्मिता प्रकाश ANI, it does not lie.